Going on, everyone? Kachi Raw. I'm outside. Beautiful day. Yeah, let me talk to you real quick. I'm gonna take over here. See the sun? It's coming back out, and the grass is growing. You see the beautiful tulips. Tulips. Hey. Yeah, springtime when it comes up, man. I love springtime because if you're into collecting daisies and herbs from from the ground, you can use all these things for purposes if you know how to use them. Well, that's one thing too that I need to learn how to collect these things. What you call them? People call them weed, but different daisies and violets from the ground. And you can use these as herbal medicines and remedies. They all pop up. And what most people do in their neighborhoods, and everyone does, is mow their yard. This is free medicine right here, if you know how to use it. And unfortunately, many of us lost track of how to do that. We lost track of how to use nature. So, our plants is about to start back growing. And I need to come out here, put some more fresh soil. I need to clear some of this out. Start back planting some more flowers out here. It's still cold. It's almost close to April. It's still cold, man. But yeah, we can use all these things for nature and make herbal medicines. But we sort of, like I said, we lost our knowledge of all this. So it's great to reach out to someone who's very knowledgeable how to use these very simple and effective tools of nature. Even dandelions, people use dandelions, I believe, maybe the stem for herbal reasons. Right now I have I'm not sure what type of bird that is flying around. But it's great to know that I usually see a lot of birds that circle around my home because I feed the birds, so they sort of like they protect this area. Now, speaking of birds, since I'm on that topic of birds, so let's talk about the angel halo. The halo. The halo represents, of course, I put an image on my page about meeting your opposite side, your opposite self, and in your brain, in your mind, you have different levels of planets, of planes of existence. And Bobby Hemmings spoke on this before. Oh, let me push pause. I'm gonna wait for this truck. Okay, so Bobby Hemmings spoke on this before, and he was showing that you have a Saturn. You have the Saturn image up here. So that image is in your mind, right? Already. So remember when he said that soot was Satan is sitting on top of the world, and basically that image is already part of you. Is you. That's your mind, and since you are born upside down, Saturn, which is your mind, falls down to Earth like lightning. So, and when you're a baby, most times babies comes out head first. Now there are times where some of the babies come out with the feet. I would love to do a synopsis, or whatever. If I could say it, I don't really. I say English is not my first language. English is not even my cosmic language. I just gotta do what I do while I'm here on Earth. But anyway, my synopsis is that I want to do basically I want to see all the children who come with their feet down first. I wonder, are they more grounded on Earth than someone like me who came out head first? I'm more spacey. I'm more about space. Because I'm thinking that if you came down on Earth 10 toes first, you just ready to go to work. You ready to be a worker bee. You ready to do work down here. Me, I came head first. I'm like, I peeking in from heaven, right? I was in my cosmic ships peeking down. I looked through the womb. Then I'm like, oh crap, this again? But then again, I'm like, okay, here I am again, doing this thing again. So I'm peeking through the door. That will be your mother's womb. You coming out as a child. You peeking through the door, like it's time to come back here again. All right, let me go ahead and get to work. Then you try to remember, and don't forget. Then most times once you hit your 33rd Saturnian return, 33rd degree or birthday, then you start then everything starts to click back. But that's once Saturn returns. Sometimes, even return, you may get lost. And this is where your planetary alignments comes into play. Understanding and overstanding the planetary alignments that are inside your body, and you shape and shift for where they are. Of course, when you look up in the sky, we can use that as when you look at things in the sky, we use that as a overall observation for everyone down here on Earth to simultaneously put their thoughts together, because this is one big thought ship, right? Everyone got their own thoughts, and we combine and simulate something all together down here. But individually, we all have our own star alignment cycle inside of us. So most people will call their birth natal chart. But yep, your Saturn Satan would sit on top of the Earth. He come down like lightning upside down. Then you're trying to crawl back up. So you're shifting and turning in this cosmic unbalancedness until once again you're crowned the halo ring. The halo ring is the representation of rebirth. That dragon, your boss. You came down. You ate the old self, and now you came, renewed yourself. Now you're going back into the sky to live for another 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, however long you want to be up there. Then you be like, okay, time to come back down here and renew myself again. Then you're gonna be the same thing, coming down like lightning, try to shift your cosmic balance. Then you get that ring back around your head and be like, okay, I'm ready to go. Now, in a way, you know, you can say that's the infinity gauntlet. You're going through the whole, because you live infinite lives. That's the infinity gauntlet. Right in the middle is Earth, and then you're going around doing the infinity gauntlet. So you rebirth, death cycle, and then you're going back around doing your whole cosmic cycle, whatever, how long that may take. So that infinite cycle may not be for another 2,000, 10,000, 20,000, however long your cycle goes, whatever you're doing. You know, everything follows some type of cycle, in a sense. But as long as your cycle putting you into a point where you're you're zapping yourself into another multiverse of yourself. So my cycles, I have many cycles, but once I hit that point, that pinpoint, I'm going into a different fracture of myself, into a different mirror realm, into a different multiverse of myself, and I'm gonna make another cycle. I'm gonna zap, or if I feel like I need to stay a little bit longer, I may do another cycle until I'm ready to get out, and boom, I zap into another multi-realm. So yeah, this, you know, crown chakra. It's nothing but the Saturnian, or your Jupiter, or whatever you want to say. All those gas planets have rings. Even Earth have a ring around it. All planets have rings, and some are just a little bit more seen than others. But they're all there for a reason. That is for you. The rings are for basically to split the rings are mainly like your mind. It splits the hemispheres, or your mind. It splits. It creates division. So that's really needed for learning purposes. So I guess one last thing. Let me see if I can get my. There's somewhere over there. There's one. They're being shy today. So, all right, y'all. Peace and love, country, bro. Just working your constant balance. Just balance yourself cosmically, and you'll get to where you need to be. It's just a flow of energy, and once you hit that flow, once you hit that point, you're going to zip through that point, and then create another version of yourself and work through that version. Once you learn whatever you need with that version, you're zipping through and make another version. So that's all to it.